For years, one of Europe's most powerful drug traffickers lived in plain sight. While law enforcement agencies across the world searched for him, he enjoyed a life of luxury in Dubai. Private villas, exotic supercars, millions of dollars, and connections reaching from the streets of Naples to the ports of northern Europe. His name was Raffaele Imperiale. To some, he was a successful businessman. To investigators, he was one of the most influential cocaine brokers in Europe. This is the story of the man known as the King of Dubai. To understand Raffaele Imperiale, we must begin in Naples, Italy, a city famous for its history, culture, and beauty, but also a city long associated with organized crime. For decades, criminal groups linked to the Camorra have exercised influence across parts of southern Italy. Growing up in this environment, Imperiale witnessed a world where power, money, and influence often existed outside the law. As he entered adulthood, Europe was experiencing a dramatic increase in demand for cocaine. A new generation of traffickers saw an opportunity. Imperiale was one of them. By the early 2000s, cocaine had become one of the most profitable commodities in organized crime. European demand was soaring. Criminal networks were earning billions. Investigators believe Imperiale quickly established himself as a key figure within international trafficking circles. Unlike street-level dealers, he operated behind the scenes. His role was coordination, building connections, facilitating deals, linking suppliers and buyers across continents. The higher he climbed, the more valuable he became. As cocaine shipments increased, so did Imperiale's influence. Authorities suspected he played an important role in moving large quantities of cocaine from South America into Europe. Major ports, such as Rotterdam and Antwerp, became critical entry points. Every successful shipment generated enormous profits. Millions of euros flow through criminal networks, and Imperiale's name began appearing in intelligence reports throughout Europe. He wasn't simply participating in the drug trade, he was becoming one of its key brokers. As pressure mounted in Europe, Imperiale relocated to Dubai. The city had become a magnet for wealthy entrepreneurs, investors, and international elites. But investigators also believed it had become a refuge for numerous wanted criminals. From Dubai, Imperiale continued to enjoy an extraordinary lifestyle. Luxury homes, private security, expensive vehicles. For years he appeared untouchable, safe from arrest, far removed from the violence and investigations unfolding in Europe. But that sense of security would not last forever. One of the most unusual chapters in Imperiale's story involved 2 stolen paintings by Vincent van Gogh. The artworks had been stolen from a museum in the Netherlands years earlier. Their whereabouts remained a mystery. Then, during an organized crime investigation in Italy, authorities discovered the paintings hidden in property linked to criminal figures. The recovery attracted international attention. The case revealed the surprising connections between organized crime, money laundering, and stolen art. And once again, Imperiale's name appeared in headlines around the world. No criminal empire lasts forever. European authorities intensified their efforts. Financial investigations expanded. International cooperation increased. Law enforcement agencies shared intelligence and tracked criminal networks more aggressively than ever before. Eventually, the pressure reached Dubai. Imperiale was arrested. For years, he had lived as a man beyond the reach of the law. Now, his freedom was over. The King of Dubai had fallen. Following his arrest, Imperiale made a decision that shocked many observers. He chose to cooperate with authorities. For investigators, this represented a rare opportunity. Imperiale had spent years operating at the highest levels of international drug trafficking. He possessed knowledge about routes, alliances, financial networks, and criminal structures. His testimony had the potential to expose secrets hidden for decades, and perhaps reveal how modern organized crime truly operates. The story of Raffaele Imperiale is not just the story of one man, it is the story of globalization in the criminal underworld, a world where deals are made across continents, where cocaine travels thousands of miles before reaching European streets, and where criminal organizations generate billions through international networks. Imperiale's rise demonstrated how powerful these networks could become. His downfall showed that even the most influential figures are not immune to justice. For years, Raffaele Imperiale appeared unstoppable, a man living in luxury while authorities searched for him across the globe. But in the end, the empire he helped build could not protect him forever. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this documentary, subscribe for more stories about organized crime, cartels, and the world's most notorious criminal empires.